Today I will tell you an extraordinary story that vividly demonstrates that not everything in our world is black and white. This story is absolutely real, based on true events. This story unfolds in a tiny Spanish town called Borja. It was so small that even locals weren't aware of its existence. In the year 2012, the whole nation plunged into crisis. Businesses, regardless of size, were shuttering their doors, leaving countless individuals without employment. Money became scarce, and the citizens of this quaint town faced dire circumstances, with bare cupboards and empty pockets. Yet amidst these trials, the townsfolk, known for their devoutness, sought refuge solely within the walls of the local church. Mercy, an ancient sanctuary, housed a fading fresco portraying the timeless image of Jesus. It was a classic depiction of Jesus with a crown of thorns, something you can find in many other temples around the world. As times were tough, the church didn't have money for the restoration of this fresco. So the priests asked one of their parishioners to take on the restoration of the fresco with the image of Christ. The parishioner turned out to be an amateur artist. She was 85 years old, her name was Eleanor Jimenez, and she gladly took on the task. She worked on the painting for 2 years, and all the town residents were waiting for the restoration to end. Finally, she finished her work. What she did turned out to be a sensation, but in the worst sense of the word. The restoration of the fresco lasted for 2 years, and after its completion, the author's name appeared in all Spanish, and then in all world media. It was a disaster. The results of her work were not even close to the original. By the way, you can see it right now on the screen. It was so bad that the painting was immediately dubbed Potato Jesus, Monkey-Faced Jesus, Fluffy Jesus. The public was outraged. They criticized Jimenez for destroying a masterpiece, spoiling a sanctuary. Some said she deserved criminal punishment. The distant relatives of the artist who painted the original fresco even wanted to sue her. But then something unexpected happened. After this sensation spread all over the world, and dozens of leading global media outlets made stories about Potato Jesus, the world unexpectedly learned about the existence of a small Spanish town called Borja. Tens of thousands of tourists rushed to this town, to this temple, to take selfies with the damaged fresco. People came to the temple in crowds, and at some point there were so many of them that the temple staff decided to charge €1 from each visitor. In the first months alone, they managed to collect more than €200,000 from entrance fees alone, and souvenirs with the image of the new fresco were flying off the shelves like hotcakes. The small backwater town had never seen such an influx of tourists. It even became a big problem to book a table in a cafe because so many people were coming to the town. At a time when the whole of Spain was suffering from the crisis, the small town of Borja was experiencing active development. The money earned from tourists went into the city treasury to support local businesses and nursing homes. And the city itself finally got on all the maps and guidebooks of Spain. When Jimenez learned about this, she demanded her share of the profits from the city authorities, and the authorities complied with her demands. Because thanks to her restoration, the economy of Borja stabilized. This story is a reminder that life isn't always smooth sailing. What seems like a disaster to some can actually turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Our world is full of surprises, way beyond what we see on the surface. So, when things don't go as planned, don't lose hope. There's often something good waiting around the corner. Embrace the unexpected, because sometimes the best things come when we least expect them. Keep an open mind and heart, and you might just stumble upon something wonderful amidst life's ups and downs. After all, life's journey is full of surprises, and each twist adds its own unique flavor to the adventure. If you found value in this message and the story we shared, please remember to hit subscribe or write a few words in the comments below. By joining our community, you help spread positivity, and you won't miss out on more stories that touch the heart just like this one. Stay positive and sound, and may your life be filled with blessings.